Today we're talking about Caleb Ralston's 4-step system so that you can take organic content and monetize it on any platform, essentially. All right. I use the exact same framework in my business and in the past, and it works great. That's why I can do full-time content creation and make a living and a thriving off of it and build other people's brands and businesses. So it's a 4-step system, right? If you don't know who Caleb Ralston is, he's the one that created Gary Vee's online presence and also Alex Hormozi's online presence. So guy knows exactly what he's talking about. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have 4 steps, right? We have connection, value, proof, and invitations, right? So I put my own ways of explaining it right next to it. I always said that there's entertainment, there's education, there's proof, and then there's CTAs. I'll explain exactly what this means and why you don't want to do just one of these, right? Because then you'll be known as something really bad. Okay, so number 1, connection. We're doing lifestyle content. We're doing entertainment, right? For lack of better terms. But if you only do this, then you're known as only a vlogger in a space, right? And vloggers don't really monetize. They can only monetize off of either brand deals or other things like the actual ad revenue that comes from that particular platform. And it's kind of a corner that you can back yourself into pretty easily. Number 2, if you are only teaching value, right? So doing podcast or like how to do this, how to do that, then you end up being a guru. Woo! I got a course to sell, guys. All right, blah, 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 blah. So if you're only doing value, then you're known as only a guru, right? It's highly profitable, right? But a lot of people won't understand who you are or get that connection with you like they would with a vlogger who has nothing to really push or sell. Number 3 is going to be proof. All right. So if you are focusing only on proof, however, then you belong in Miami. All right. Because this is for braggers. All right. There's no other way to put it. All right. You don't want to be known as a bragger. No one likes a bragger, right? It's cool. You need to still show the proof that you are doing what you're preaching, right? And that you're showing that you are making a living off of what you're actually doing, right? But you shouldn't focus solely on that. Otherwise, you get known and put into the box of a bragger, and no one wants to do that. And then finally, we have invites or your call to action. All right. So what this is if you are only saying, hey, click down below, comment sales if you want my sales framework, right? Then you get known as a spammer. Okay. So just so that you guys know, that's not like the stuff that comes in the can, right? That everyone loves to put on a pan or whatever. I've never tried that. However, that's when you get labeled as a spammer, and no one likes that either. No one likes any of these on their own, right? But put together, then it becomes a funnel system that is allowed or that allows you to create organic traffic through your brand and your personal entity so that you can take them from cold and then warm them all the way up until you have a product or that you're able to monetize. All right. So this is the 4-step simple framework that I've used for years and that Caleb Ralston has come out recently and really broke it down. So here's my breakdown of it and my take on it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll go more into these later on in a different episode.